Hey, Shalom. First of all, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakatash, Yahweh, who the word inwardly calls God. Yahweh Shai, who the word inwardly calls Jesus. When to give it the honor to the apostles, a great millstone, who has taught me this truth. When to give it peace and blessings to the Akim. Across the four corners of the earth, will teach this truth and risk their life to do. So it's going to be a quick video. Low one of the videos edifying. Low one, I can get something from this video. Quick video. I'm going to get a couple of precepts here in Joel, the second chapter. And whatever other precepts come to mind, I'll grab, Lord willing. And then we'll close out the video. It's not going to be a long one. It's going to be right to the point. Short, right to the point. And again, Lord willing, is edifying to you, Akim, and you sisters that may come across the video or watch the video. Okay, right now, we're seeing, some events take place. Which are, I'm going to say, spiritually recharging, man, for those that are in the know and for those that believe, okay? Because, the faster this society go down, the quicker we could be in power, Lord willing, I'll be part of that number, the elect, Lord willing, man, But when you see the, prophecies coming to pass as far as wars, rumors of wars, nukes, bombs, conflict between nations, right? Confusion between nations, you know what I'm saying? Esau's against Esau, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to see. And, I said this at camp, I said, it's a book called The Art of War by, I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's Sun Tzu. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a quote in that book, and the quote says, the best war is the war you don't have to fight. And right now, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We ain't got to fight. You know what I'm saying? The true nation of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, we don't have nukes. We don't have military bases. We don't have an army, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Active military. Like, we don't, you know what I mean? But what we do have is we have Yahweh Shai. We have this knowledge. We have these scriptures, we have faith, we got Sophia, okay? All right, we got wisdom, okay? And these are the things that, we have to cling on to and hold until the Lord, comes and deliver us, man, okay? But right now, yeah, it's a beautiful thing seeing what's going on, between the nations and the conflict and the, Iran, Israel, all that is like spiritually recharging, you know what I'm saying? Because even if shit die down, which they're saying things are, whatever, right? But even if things die down, we still understand that prophecy is prophecy. You know what I mean? We still understand that it's going to pop. We understand that the beast shall hate the whore. We understand that these other nations, like Iran, like Russia, like North Korea, they're going to, they're prophesied to do a number on modern day Babylon. Okay? So we understand no matter what agreement people may come to or what deal they might make behind closed or whatever, it don't matter. Right? Because at the end of the day, prophecy is prophecy. And the Lord said that this modern day Babylon will be done like and basically punished in the same way as Sodom and Gomorrah was punished. And how was Sodom and Gomorrah punished? By way of fire. Sulfur balls rain down, you know what I'm saying, which still ignite to this day. Right? But this fire to come is going to be by way of thermonuclear missiles. All right, let me grab that. Be some destruction. Be some destruction. Isaiah 14:23 says, "Now I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water," talking about America, "and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts." You know what I'm saying? And the weapons of the Lord indignation is indeed, you know what I'm saying, those thermonuclear missiles, which he put it in the minds of men, which if I'm not mistaken, it was those Temanites, to, make this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Germans are smart, man. You know what I'm saying? They're no dummies, right? It was a time where shit, getting a BMW was there and they're getting a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? Getting a BMW was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Just for the technology that was behind. I ain't gonna even say Lamborghini, but just for the technology behind it. They say BMWs are the best cars. You know what I'm saying? So just the technology that these devils be having and all that. Like, but at the end of the day, it's not of their own strength. It's of the Lord. The Lord direct the steps of men. Okay. So yeah, the missiles got created when the Lord wanted them to be created. You know what I'm saying? To fulfill prophecy. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay. The Lord does not lie. You know what I'm saying? His word go out and it accomplish the things that he wanted to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And it is written in scripture. Okay, this is Joel 2:1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth, and the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. And what is it talking about? It's talking about missiles, talk about nukes, right? That flame that burneth, that fire that devoureth. If I'm not mistaken, when you go to Revelation, John compared them to horses as well. Okay. It says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of the mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as the strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, right? Which, those missiles are not going to fail. They're not going to not hit where they're supposed to hit. They're not going to break their ranks. They're not going to, the Lord said a number of them is going to hit here, and that number is going to hit here, right? With no confusion or none of that. It is what it is. Okay. See if there's some more on here. Let me go to Joel 3. It says, Joel 3:1, it says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again in captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for a wine, that they might drink. And scriptures say that no families underneath the earth have been done like Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these nations are going to meet in the Middle East and get it on. Okay? The place of the Lord's judgment, man. They're going to get it on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? It's prophesied to happen. Okay? These things have to happen. You know what I'm saying? In order for the kingdom to be established. You know what I mean? These devils got to, they got a lot to pay for. These people got a lot to pay for. And what better way for them to pay for it than them entering into the said perils? Okay. Which, those missiles are a plague as well. Okay. This is 2 Esdras 9:8. It says, I'll start at 7. It says, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall, right, able to escape by a work in faith. Okay? Because what? Faith without works is dead. Okay? It says shall, and if you do believe, you're going to show that you believe. You're going to have works behind to prove, oh, okay, I believe. Okay? This is 8. It says shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Okay, it says, then they shall be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. You know what I'm saying? So you despise the Lord's ways. So these judgments, right, these different series of judgments, right, and the things that are going to happen, is happening for the evil of the world, the wicked of the world, 2/3 of our people, which are wicked. You know what I'm saying? We hope to be delivered up out of these times, man. You know what I'm saying? And be guided, because the Lord is going to guide his men. The Lord is going to protect his men. The Lord is a shield and buckler to the upright, man. You know what I mean? Let me see. I think it's in distrust him. Yep. This was in Solomon 1 and 2. It says, for he will be found of them. No, I'm going to start at 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him. So think of the Lord with a good mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Seek the Lord, right? Love righteousness. Righteousness is for your benefit. It's not anything to go against you. It's actually so you could prosper. Okay? 2, it says, for he will be found of them that tempt him not, and showeth himself unto such as do not distrust him. Because if you distrust the Lord, then you don't have faith, right? And it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. The Father name is Yahweh, the Son name is Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, for forward thoughts separate from the Most High, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject to sin, unto sin. Okay? So if you're subject unto sin, you can't have wisdom. You won't have wisdom, right? Subject to sin, you're subject to demons. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You're subject to the wisdom of this world, which is no wisdom, right? It's no wisdom. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, scriptures say that, right? It's foolishness. Let me see, wisdom. Right here. It's like, yep, 1 Corinthians 3 and 19 is the point. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, because what this world is given unto the hands of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. Who is the wicked? Esau. Okay? And they might seem wise, like with their so-called technology and all that, but even when they try to war against the Lord, I mean, they're going to lose miserably. You know what I mean? But it's righteousness is paramount. Righteousness is pinnacle, man. You know what I'm saying? Not wickedness. But people subscribe to wickedness as if it's, you know what I'm saying, like if it's like that's gonna save you, like that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, deliver you out of certain. No, man. You subscribing to your flesh, you subscribing to wickedness, you not trying to fight, and put, righteous attributes onto the new man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to do that, then, you pretty much fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because, scriptures clearly say put off the old man. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, a just man falleth 7 times, but he get back up. But scripture say what? And the wicked shall fall into mischief. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to keep striving. You always got to keep, growing. Even if you slip and fall, you all get up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, what? Hold what ye have until he come. And what did he tell us to look for upon his return? Wars, rumors of wars. What's happening? And they're going to continue to happen. Even if it died down, it's going to continue to happen. Prophecy is prophecy. Okay? Prophecy is prophecy, man. Whether you believe it or not. Okay? So with that, man, Lord, me just edifying, lonely Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. I'm let's keep pushing on to the next. Shalom. Hey, Shalom.